What's up, guys? It's Brian from Hashware Hub, and today is December 21st. I guess actually almost December 22nd pretty soon. This is Eastern Time, 11:36 p.m. in the States, and we are going to be coming to you today right now, brand new video, obviously trading. We're looking at graphs, right? With a trifecta. Maybe trifecta? I don't know. 3 currencies we're going to be going over here. Cardano, Ripple, and IOTA, trifecta, or hat trick. Anyway, just 3 of them, really, 3 interesting ones. But first, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get all of our information directly emailed to you, and you know exactly what's going on with what we're doing. And let's get right into it here. Daily chart. This is Cardano, and you know, our indicators utilize a lot of data, and Cardano hasn't been around for that long. So most of our indicators really haven't started working up until about beginning of this month, actually end of November. But with that said, we had a buy signal, or our indicators were telling us to buy quite some time ago. They were telling us to buy even as low as here and here too. And now the market's run up. So now we're here. Let's call it 47 cents. Okay, so let's say at worst you got in around here. Let's call this 12 cents. Right now the market's 47 cents approximately. That's almost 4 times your money. Pretty freaking sick if you ask me. Quite amazing within a month. So even less than a month. It's like 2 weeks. So where do we go from here? Okay, if you're familiar with our videos, and I feel like a broken record by saying that little catchphrase there, but so sorry for the guys and girls that are familiar with our videos, but if you are, you'll know that as things move up like this, we say, hey, sell, reduce some of your risk, de-risk your trade, de-risk, de-risk, de-risk. And reason being is because most of the time, the market will like to revert back to the blue line. And hey, guess what? The blue line is significantly away from where the market is right now. So why give up that profit? Why give it up? We know about it. We know it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen, but the longer it doesn't happen, the more likely it's going to happen. So what are we going to look at here right now? So the trend strength indicator, which is the purple line right here, is showing that it's super bullish. The D trend is coming off, okay? It's coming off a little bit harder than what we'd like it to be. The market's kind of going sideways to up right here, and the D trend is coming down. D trend is usually the first indication that something is wrong in the underlying market structure of the particular currency. So when I say market structure, I mean like the trading of it. Okay, so that's what that's what this is saying. MACD is still mooning, not pulling its pants down, but going to the moon. So and here we have something called the sign indicator. The sign indicator, if you go back to some of our videos, one of our videos yesterday is when we kind of debuted this, is a way to. It does a few different things, but I would say go ahead, take a look at that video. But one of the things it's really good for is to identify low-risk entry points in the direction of the overall or the prevailing trend. So I'll try to mix a little bit in here, and you'll learn it as time goes on. But this is what's going on with Cardano. Get out of some of it. Even if the thing were to run to $1 right now, doesn't make sense to forgive your profit going from here to here. Okay, it really doesn't. More times than not, that's what happens. It goes from here to here before it goes to $1. That's just the way the markets work. So, yeah, let's move on to the next one. Next one is, let's do IOTA. IOTA. Okay, so similar story here with IOTA. Sell all up over here. Okay, now the blue line ticked up. That's what's going to happen. You can see here that the price had kind of stayed in this upper range for quite some time away from the blue line. And what the blue line does, it says, you know something, I'm going to come to you, market, if you're not coming to me. That's literally how we code it in. We code it in, I'm coming to you. No, I'm joking. So it's a lot more complicated than that. So the market, okay, is, I'm not even going to count these days. It's going to put you to sleep. But obviously, it's been kind of hovering above the blue line for quite some time. So the longer it's away from the blue line, the more probable it's going to come to the blue line, especially when the D trend has been going south for quite some time. Okay? So, yes, the market's kind of gone sideways to south, and so it's not a huge divergence with regards to the market D trend, but I would beg to differ that, or I would make the argument that the D trend is somewhat moving away from the direction of the market of IOTA. So again, like I said prior, this shows us that there's underlying problems within the market, and that we may want to just kind of, you know, tighten up our stops. So, or we may want to, like I say, get out of some of it here. We'll let it move down. Get in a low risk entry. Makes a lot of sense. So, at least it does to us. Anyway, so here, the sign indicator here is coming up to a top. Now, since the market's generally been going up, okay, we don't use a sign indicator to identify tops. It's not good at that, okay? One of the best thing about trading, or one of the best traders out there, not only do they know their risk, but they know the tools that they have, when they work and when they don't work. It's just as important to know when something doesn't work, when something does work, okay? And we know when this does not work. Think of a sign indicator. A sign indicator is cyclical. These markets have been trending. So the sign indicator is not a great way to pick tops at all. And first of all, that's first thing. Second of all, I would say don't ever try to pick a top. Don't ever. The people that try to pick tops are people that are just trying to make headlines, and they're trying to make a career for themselves. I'll never pick a top, okay? Never. I'll never really even pick a bottom. But what I will do with bottoms is I will try to identify where there may possibly be some resistance. And we actually had a video on Bitcoin that we released about an hour ago. So go ahead and look at that, and you can see how we go about doing that. So this blue line also shows us a possible place of resistance, okay? And it works pretty damn well. I would say extremely well. So yeah, this is what's going on with IOTA. I would say go ahead and take some off the table. You know, our strategies, take some off the table. Maybe buy some backup over here if everything looks cool to go ahead and do that. And if not, even if you go ahead and take some off the table and the market were to come down, well, hey, guess what? At least you took some off the table. You went ahead and you reduced your risk. You reduced the loss going from here to wherever the hell it goes down over here. Okay, cool. Next, Ripple. Okay, we've never done a video on Ripple yet. Not at all. But everybody's been talking about it. We've had a few requests on it, so here it is. Ripple had a ginormous day today. It had a huge day today, and we're very happy for Ripple. We're very happy for the people that hold Ripple, like us. So now, when did we get into Ripple? Okay, we got into Ripple based on our indicators around here, where the price was kind of hitting up this blue line. There's also a buy signal right here. You could have, we didn't, we could have gotten in right over here, because the trend strength is a very good indicator to show you when things are going to turn north. Now, it did it much, much earlier, and that's one of the reasons why we don't necessarily use the trend strength indicator as a buy signal all by itself. Okay, it's a great input as far as information is concerned. So putting this all together, hey, you know, you purchase around here, you can purchase around here, you could purchase here, okay? And then the market took off. So again, the market's away from this blue line. The longer it stays away from the blue line, the longer the more probable it's going to come and meet the blue line, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is, boom, we see the market going sideways and up. We see the D trend peaked here, and it kind of came down. May possibly be an indication, but that something may not possibly be right in the underlying market. But I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think what's happening with the D trend is that it had these huge days up here, especially this day that where the cursor's on right now, or the hash marker's on right now. So it it ran up, and now it kind of needs to exhale and relax a little bit, and kind of and get the jitters out of it, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, not much really to say with MACD other than the fact that it's super bullish, and the cyclical indicator here, the sign indicator here, is really not much really to say regarding there, because obviously the thing is going straight up, straight up like a rocket. So yeah, again, similar strategy that we would employ here. Obviously, sell here, and here, and obviously up here too. Okay, who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? But I mean, chances are it's not going to plummet back down, but it could. But who knows what's going to happen? It always makes sense to take a little bit off the table. Will it run to $5 right here? Probably not. Will it run to $1.50? It could. Will it run to $2? Lower probability. But even still, it makes sense to go ahead and remove some here, because I promise you, you can then go ahead and get into a lower risk opportunity at a later date. So that is about all we are going to say about these three right now. Yeah, if you like what we have to say, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. There's also a link down below to our trading team, which we're trying to build up, because we have a ton of really cool things to say and materials to give out, and tips as well, where I can't really go ahead about doing that via YouTube or Steam It, which we're also on too. So it would just put everybody to sleep. So with that said, we're leaving you to it. Have a great night, and happy trading.